Alright, now that we know the structure of the Elasticsearch, it is time for us to develop something. So if you click this icon over here, the DevTools, it will show this page. And in this page is where you can use some coding in order to create some documents and indexes. Now we're going to start by creating an index. Then we're going to do the overall form of the index, and then we're going to create 2 documents of that form, and then we're going to delete the documents, and we're going to see what happens when you rewrite on the same index. So let's start by doing an index. So we use the command word put. We create an index name, which in this case I will put arcam. And for some strange reason, you use question mark and pretty. So here it acknowledged that we created a new index. All right. And the cool thing about this development tool is that the run command is right besides every line. So you can keep your commands in this page and execute them whenever you want. You don't have to rewrite them all the time, unlike the command line argument. So let's specify the format of our index. Now in this case, we have a command and we open parentheses indicating that the following is the JSON object that goes with that command. So let's do documents based on the employees at Arcam. So user employees, I'm going to put my name. And that should be good enough. So we're going to give them this, and it created the form of our documents. Now let's see. So once you do the form of the documents, you can access that form again by using the command get, the index name, and mappings. So mappings will tell you specifically what an object has inside. And this also works for Dreams if we want to check out the data we imported from the Copo toolbox. And this is when you see that it's not perfect because it created multiple fields from one question where it shouldn't be doing that. So now let's see how to put a document within our index. I'm going to get rid of this because that might be annoying. So we use the command put, we use the index name, we use type document, and we want that document to be the first document in our index. So because this is just a form, as an example, you could have put just anything in order to define that we want 2 properties of type text, but those ain't gonna come into our index just yet. That is just defining the documents of the index. So if we use the command get doc and 1, it will output false because there are no documents inside. So what's above is just a form reference, is not actually a document. So we're going to copy and paste it in order to make it a document. And we now have 1 document inside. So now when you want to get the first index of the first document of that index, it will no longer be false, but it will be the content of what we just put in. Now let's do more users. Let's do Big Bird, which is our mascot. All right, now we should have index number 2. There we go. So what happens, and you can see that here's version 1. So let's change Big Bird into Small Bird, just for fun. Keeping the mascot here. And you see it results as updated in version 2. And let's watch what it outputs. It puts Small Bird and mascot. Now what happens when you want to delete a file? Let's see. So if you want to delete something, you use the delete command, the index, the type, and the number for this, and it says successful. So now that we want to see the document 2 of index rcam, we see that it outputs false. And now if we want to delete the whole index, we just use rcam. And if we want to output the map of that index, it will create an error. So that is basically a little bit of how to manipulate documents, create documents in the Elasticsearch.